so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program.
Other things that they are trying to do now, because knowing full well that our leader will soon come out now, most of them are now starting to challenge his authority. Even when our leader have not yet come out, don't start to challenge his authority. Why would this or that? You know? So, my happiness that I am among the IPOB autopilot. Honestly, that's my greatest happiness, because could it be that I don't have the grace of Chukwuka Abiyama? I could have been among these foolish people that to be can't what is going on. But Chukwuka Abiyama find me worthy. How little
you're able to stand all those attacks. If you were able to stand all those attacks last year, since the kidnappers in Nanikan, and you're still standing, and you were able to enter into 2023 as an autopilot member, you have every reason to thank God. You have every reason to thank God.
When our leader was around, there's a lot of our youth, some able men that we used to interact, share view those days. But the minute our leader was kidnapped, I start to see them behaving so hard. Are you people still getting information about this movement? Say yes, we are getting information from where they celebrate Biafra. Say, that's okay, keep on. Why I'm still watching them? So all of a sudden, they start to talk against Simon Ekpa. But I said, but you people are fighting for Biafra. Where is Simon Ekpa? They say Simon Ekpa is a government agent. A government has paid him to come and counter this and that. I say, let us watch. Now, if I see them now, you know what thing they call me? Autopilot. How now? I say, fine. I Biafra DOS. How far? I say, fine. I say, which way? I said, they see they work on the ground. I said, people see they work on the ground. I'm not going to know wait. Just wait to Nadia. I can still meet talking people. Now the one say, God punish me. I say, God never punish me. And when God go punish me, now when I enter Biafra, and after when God go punish me, I will deal with you people. So now, there's one thing I want to say. Although in my own opinion, no. You see all this saboteur. Because I remember I wanted to always say that we are whiter than snow. When something is whiter than snow, that means there's no wrinkle or spot. Because if you see white, you don't go see anything in spot for that pure white. It's pure white. So these saboteurs, all these people that follow obituary, talk against us, fight against us. Now, since obituary has failed them, our advice that they should remain with obituary. For me, let them remain on their ground, because the stage we are at now, we don't need anybody that have us right to come back and join us now, because there's what they call split of prefer. When the split are prefer you, you are pure. You don't need anything wrinkle. You don't need anything spot to near you again. You are pure. You are pure. So just like what our spokesperson said. They said they are welcome, but they will give them a seat. That whatsoever we decide is what they will accept. If they don't accept it, they don't have any choice. So now, like this man, Osoji, I don't want to call him name. Let me call him Osoji, because I title name. Osoji that I shouting, someone ever will do this or that. They are kidnapping now. Arrested him. He's coming back to face a criminal charge. That. No, this people should remember.
I think network problem.
There's network issue.
Network. I think his network is having a problem. Network is having a problem. So going forward, as we are saying, every Biafran that is watching us today, if you are a genuine Biafran and you're seeking for freedom, the freedom has come. Prepare yourself. If you are not a Biafran, but you are an indigenous person in that very contraption called Nigeria, you are an indigenous person, prepare your area. Begin to ask your zone, how are they getting prepared to protect themselves? And I want to sound one thing into the head of everybody. If you see what is happening in Lagos, Don't you ever blame a Yoruba man for what is happening in Lagos. Don't blame the Yoruba people for what is happening in Lagos. This is the Fulani plan. They have done it before, and they're going to do it again and again and again. This is their plan. They want to create that very division between us and them. They want us to begin to see them as an enemy and begin to fight them. And the person they are using is Tinubu. Fulani are very strategic. It can take them decades to plan something. You'll be wondering, why is it that with the whole crime that Tinubu have committed, with the whole evidence, proven evidence of the crime of Tinubu, why is it that they are still supporting him and they allow him to contest for presidency? The only why they gave him that leverage is because they want to use him against other indigenous tribes. Every Agboro you see destroying properties of the Igbos and do everything, and most ones they are doing to the government, this is the mandate of the Fulanis. And some of you, I want every Biafran to go back and watch that audio that leaked when Buhari late Muhammad Buhari came into power. There was an audio that leaked when Shetima was discussing with one other with Abuku Musa, or whatever they call him in the southwest. There was an audio that leaked when we are strategizing and planning on how they are going to hold the southeast down. I want everybody to go back and listen to that very audio. After listening to that audio, now you realize what is happening. Do not blame any Yoruba man for any attack you see in that very in Lagos. Don't blame them. It is still the Fulani playing that very template. It is them. And they are using Tinubu. They are using Tinubu. And if you are a Biafran and yet you don't want to open your ears, it is time for you now to know that you have to have your own country. When our spokesperson, Mazen time, whatever, used to talk about diversity, Mazen Nandekani preached about destructive diversity. Mazen Nandekani made it clear that you cannot be in the same country with people who have different value systems. Countries are built with people that have the same value system. Mazen Nandekani gave that lecture, very, very open and clear lecture, that you cannot build a country with people who you have a diverse value system with. Mazen Nandekani explained that. And today, our spokesperson, Mazen is also elaborating on that, talking about the destructive diversity we have in that very contraption. Everything you are seeing happening today is the reason why we are asking for a referendum. Let the Oduduwa people be on their own. Let the Biafrans be their own. Let the Middle Belt be on their own. Let the Arewa people be on their own. As soon as this country is being disintegrated, this very interest, the opportunity will die a natural death. When you disintegrate this country, let me tell you, even this open border, you see Buhari announcing, the open border and allow Niger to come in. If you allow Arewa to be on their own, they will protect their border. They will know that that's their area is enough for them. They will protect their border and they will stop allowing people to come in. But as long as you leave this door open for them, they feel there are empty land. They have a target. They are pursuing something that doesn't belong to them. They will continue to pursue it. And let me tell you, Fulani men never stop. You can imagine the assignment that Othman Danfodio gave them many, many years ago, hundreds of years ago. Othman Danfodio said, give the Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. Today, they are still making a statement with it. And that is one thing that we, the Biafran people, lack. Consistency, we don't have it. Self-preservation, we don't have it. That is where you see an Igbo man, we go, even if you see an Igbo man, once you get to a different place, before you know it, he will begin to speak that language more than his own. He will begin to speak language more than his own, and he will even reject his own language. You will see some people today, an Igbo man in Yoruba land will be speaking Yoruba, tell him to speak Igbo, he doesn't know how to speak Igbo. We're not talking of English, leave English on aside. An Igbo man in Yoruba land will not preserve his language, he will be speaking Yoruba. But look at Yoruba people, no matter how educated a Yoruba man is, go to their families, most of them, they impose that language in their family, even in their offices. In their offices. A Yoruba man will never see a Yoruba man with a tag written in Yoruba name and he's speaking English for him. No, he will greet him in the Yoruba language. And also the same thing. When you look at your badge and you see your name, they will greet you in that language. But Igbo man, see an Igbo man with Chukwu Emeka on his chest and you greet him, he will ask you, who are you talking to? What do you think you are saying? We don't have that self-preservation. We don't have it. I'm telling people that if there is one thing we will learn from Fulani, if there is something we can borrow, from Fulani, it is their consistency and their self-preservation. If there is one thing we must learn from them, these two things, consistency and self-preservation. They can be patient to pursue something for decades. Just imagine the assignment Ottoman that they gave. Up to today, they are pursuing it. They did their Quran television. Up to the extent of telling you that the country belongs to them, referring to what Ottoman Affordable said many years ago. But look at our people. Dim Odumegwu fought for civil war, and he said that Biafra is a place where the oppressed people run into and be safe. And he was trying to create a home for Africa, for Biafra to be safe. That situation that made Dim Odumegwu to fight is still there, and Peter Obi is there telling you that Biafra is dead. They are telling you that Biafra is dead. But another one man is still pursuing the agenda of Ottoman Affordable. Oduduwa people will still make a statement with a Awolowo. But what do you see in our own side? In our own side, we don't pursue a thing. We are not focused. People are just, everybody, to your tent, oh Israel, everybody is just pursuing his own agenda. As soon as you go to look at the ones in the north. When they go to the north, there you build a hotel, you build 2 room and 3 room, and you rent it out. When you're talking about Biafra, you talk about freedom, they don't want to hear it again. Because of 1 room hotel they have in the north, they don't want to hear it again. But I thank Chukwu for the kind of leader he gave us. Our Supreme Damazin Nandegano, there was a time he preached their message. Their message, he gave them almost 1 month, talking to them and preaching to them. And when it ended, he told them, if you like, come. If you don't like, don't come. Stay there and defend your land. Since that is where you are, prepare yourself, organize yourself that place, buy your own weapon, stay there and defend. Don't say, defend, we don't want to see your corpse. Defend, fight until before you die, at least fight. And I thank you, that when our spokesman Simon came on board, he's not even talking about them because that issue has been handled. He is moving ahead, building on the foundation of Mazen Nandekan. That is what our spokesperson is doing today. That is why I love him so much and I will never stop talking about him. Every single thing he's doing, just like my brother have said here, he is not doing anything new. That is why you begin to imagine, how can somebody be saying release Mazen Nandekano and you are there saying arrest Mazen Simon Ekpa? What has Simon Ekpa done differently from what Mazen Nandekano is doing? How can you be in Nigeria? You are crying and campaigning and saying release Mazen Nandekano, release our leader, release our school leader. At the same time, you are calling for the arrest of his own disciple, his own choosing spiritual son, who he himself endorsed. He is still alive. He has never opened his mouth and tell you that this person is no longer with me. And you're calling for the arrest of that person. At the same time, calling for his own release. Is that not madness? When you begin to look at people, you begin to wonder, from which planet is this kind of set of Biafrans coming from? From which planet? And Martin Nande cannot answer the whole question. And said during the civil war, the Fulanis infiltrated us. So many of them have a mixed blood. So many of them have mixed blood. That is the only explanation I can give. Because I can't see the genuine Biafrans we have known. We know how they behave and how they act. Yeah, welcome, my brother. Go on, my brother. Go on, speak.
Thank you very much, King. You see, that very evening when I had that rumor, it wasn't the news, it was a rumor. I went to Twitter and I saw the picture. Then I saw one Igbo guy in Finland here. Were making videos. Then I started asking God questions. So why have you created me to come from Igbo land? People that don't have value for themselves. Have you ever seen a Fulani man rejoicing over a Fulani that is caught for a act? Talking of media to go and castigate the person. So at some point, because I have this way that normally talk to me. He said, Tiger, God has a reason of creating me to come out from the Biafra land. Remember what the missionary taught me, said to me, when I said I want to follow them to America, that was in the 90s. They said, no, stay back and change your place. I said, how can I change my place? He said, my little weight goes a long way. When somebody have a deal with me, you show the person extreme honesty, he will take it home. That thing might not be worth anything to him, to you that is executing it, but to them that receive it, they know that yes, somebody that is honest is still existing somewhere. It's a very big preaching and the gospel, serious gospel. Then I calm down. Then I remember our leaders, preaching on radio Biafra. It says 3 places a genuine freedom fighter expected to stay is in exile, or a graveyard, or in prison.
Exactly.
If you didn't find yourself in those places, you are romancing with your oppressor. You are a saboteur. You are a sellout. And nothing good will ever come out of you. And I look at it. Simon is in exile. Forget about maybe the Lord took him there. He's living well in Finland. But there is no place like home.
Exactly.
A Western human being will know that, anywhere you go in the world, you cannot compare to your place until you come home. Really, when I say Akuruno. You understand? We are fighting for our own nation, not to go somewhere. There are limits you can go there. They'll bring him down overnight. So he's trading over caution. His enemies will be watching him, so when you make that mistake, they capitalize on it and deal with it. But you come to your land, my brother, you are as free as air. So freedom, it has a price. Freedom is not given, it is taken.
Yeah.
And the Lord has positioned those that he knew before they were born that this is the assignment. If not, look at their history. Our do His Excellency Amalike Mazunatana is from a royal home. He first of all attended the school here. All those things the Lord was preparing him so that he would understand the language very well. If not, he would have been born in England.
Exactly.
Then he would have been lost. He was here, grown here. He saw all the persecution we're going through. He went to London to go to school. He finished from there. He was working, earning money, managing white people. Then the Spirit came. There's a time for you to go and rescue his people. Then, even when they sold him, those people that sold him, they do their work. Because when you look at John chapter 8, verse 44, he said, they must do the work of their father, the Satan, the devil. They know how to lie. That once they speak, they are speaking of their mother tongue, which is lies. So, yes, they have done their own work. That is the work they came to do. Even when some of them say that they are repenting, yes, forgiveness is more passionate than anger. We forgive whoever that they have repented, but they already have a mark. That mark is everlasting mark, because the saboteur has not done. But then there's always a chance. You look at him and say, okay, you will not be giving him something very serious, because that spirit that possessed him before might still come back and possess him.
Yes.
He will do unimaginable. So my brother, Solomon, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you. The network have been kicked out before, then I come back again. Go on, I can hear you.
That's my little confusion for now. Let's proceed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I think we rounding up now because I have another program to attend. I have another program to anchor. So So in order to anchor that program, so let us begin to round up and give our closing remark. Speak to Biafrans. We will continue again tomorrow. So meanwhile, let's give our closing remarks so that I can take rest. I have other programs. This is a busy time for us in the media. So we connect so many programs and do so many programs. I appreciate every one of you that have joined. So please, who to go first? Give us the closing remark to Biafrans and encourage them before we leave.
Let our brother go first now.
Okay.
Okay. Greetings, all Biafrans. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
All hail
Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
I want to appreciate those that are very, very consistent. We're doing our Lord's work here on earth. It's not necessary when you enter church and start carrying Bible and start preaching, you know, that we're doing the Lord's work. When you do that thing that is right, be on the right side, you are doing God's work.
Yes.
Even when you eat on time, you carry food and eat, and enters your stomach. You are doing God's work. Because if you allow your body, you will have some issues. And you will not be able to magnify other callings that surround you. So let's be focused. Let's be looking at the ball, not distractors. The obedience or whatever they call themselves, they are just distractors. And we shouldn't be lead to us because during the time of our Lord Jesus Christ, he has the distractors too, but he was very, very focused. And other disciples were also focused. Even Peter, full of even denied Savior. But at the cocoa crow, he came to realize that yes, the Savior says this. He repented and he was taken. In fact, the Lord later built his church upon the rock, which is Peter. So to some of them who will come back genuinely from their fruit, ye shall know them.
Yeah.
So I love what our spokesperson, I do call him Honorable Simon Ekpa. He's a honorable man.
He is.
Not just being good. He's a person that our leader says we should listen to his programs. We should watch his video and share him. That he's taking this dimension, they're taking this awareness that we're making to a different dimension. That is what he's doing. But because of envy is one of our problems with the Igbo.
Right.
Why supposed to have been me? Why not me? You can't do everything. You can't do your work and do another person's work. You understand? The truth should be told that this man is call of God. And when he is call of God, actually, that small room or even, you know, announcing to the wide world. So my special visit to our spokesperson, people continue to bless him, continue to strengthen him. Wisdom, so that at the end of the day, we all gather to die in the feet of Biafra. Yes. Also, King David has been very, very consistent. Sometimes, before I could know it, he already out of the program. Sometimes I watch a program and share it.
Thank you so much.
We have what it takes. May God, the Almighty, the Elohim, continue to bless us.
Amen.
And give us a mission. We shall all approve it.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, brother. In fact, you always nourish my heart. Whenever I say our people like this come on social media, be talking, I know that we are doing it well. You know, we are not those audio people that can come out in audio, talk, blah, 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 finish. We want to see your face if you're a genuine person. Show your face, just our leader always show, and our spokesperson, and the rest of us. So, Biafra all over the world, in the home, and abroad. Even our brother that are in the prison and the hospital, those that are passing one difficulty or the other because of this struggle. It goes like this. I've encouraged each and every one of us not to look focus. Our destination is freedom. Our destination is freedom. We must surely make it. And we should remember that a price must be paid, which most of us are paying it. Some are with one leg today, some are with one hand, some are dead, some are in the hospital, some are in the prison, paying the price for this freedom. And we shouldn't take it granted because it seems like the effort and the labor is in vain. So we that are free today, we that are outside today, will make sure that their effort is not in vain. So I encourage those that are weak-minded never to go back, no matter, because I know that as I'm rejoicing today, not that all is well, but I must keep rejoicing, because if you keep face like everything is gone, it will be like that. But once you are rejoicing, the enemy will look like it will say, this person, upon all the things that I'm doing at him, he's not feeling it, he'll be tired and leave you alone. But once he trick you one side, he begin complaining, okay, he's entering, don't worry, I'll continue doing it. So don't look focused. This is like a tree that breeze will shake, a lot of fruit will fall, both the one that mature and the one that did not mature. The one that are still remaining in the tree is the one that people will come and pluck and chew. That is way. Because when our leader will come out from the dungeon, who will thank us, you know that he has people. So my prayer is that Chukwu care very much, you keep each every one of us while we are making headline on this journey. We remain only one step, 11th of March. When we finish that one, honestly, the zoo don't have leg again to stand, because already now they don't have anything to stand with us again. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate my beloved brothers who have joined me on this program today. I say, may Chukwu continue to guide and protect every one of you. Every Biafran that is watching, if you are watching us from Biafra land, you are watching from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, whichever part of the world you are joining us, whichever part of Africa you are joining, I say, may Chukwu continue to guide and protect every one of you. Please, I beg you, listen to instructions. Continue to follow up. If you are not on Twitter, please go and open a Twitter account. Follow our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. Retweet every tweet he tweets. Retweet it. That's just what you got to do. Just retweet every of his tweets. Because when you retweet the tweet, the information will be going up and the right people will see the tweet. You have to follow up. That is where things are happening. Pay attention. The answer is here. It is very, very clear. If you are in a struggle today in autopilot, you should be proud of yourself. We have made history. We have made history. And Mazin Nandekan will be very grateful where he is. He is going to join us. And for Mazin Nandekan, nothing will happen to his life. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect all our ESN members who are on the ground. May Chukwu come and protect them. Our army on the ground, may Chukwu come and protect them. The Umuada, may Chukwu come and protect them. All our media warriors, may Chukwu come and protect them. May Chukwu come and protect our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. May Chukwu continue to protect him, secure him, build a wall of fire around him. No weapon of the enemy will penetrate him. May Chukwu and protect our supreme Mazin Nandekano. Continue to carry Mazin Nandekano like an egg, cover him, give him more revelations, grant him divine healing in any aspect of his life, strengthen him, and prepare him to meet us very, very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our spokesperson, Mazin Nandekano, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our supreme leader, Mazin Nandekano, shall prosper. May Chukwu come and protect us. We'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. We will see again. Bye. Thank you, my brother. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man.